Hi guys, so my name is Jacqueline, and today I'm going to be talking about the company Bliss. It's a beauty and skincare company, and I'll get into all of it throughout this video. I just kind of want to start with how the brand got started. So Bliss started out as a spa, and it was originally called Bliss Spa. It was founded in 1996 by Marcia Kilgore. She was a Canadian native who was attending Columbia University in Manhattan. And I read a little bit more on her, and apparently she suffered from acne at a pretty young age, like her preteen years. So I think that's where she really got into her love of skincare, and she started doing facials on like her friends for fun and stuff. So I think that's where that came from. She opened her first single room spa in Soho in 1991, and as that grew in popularity, she opened a 3-room spa in June of 1993, and that was called Let's Face It. And that's where she got most of her clientele, and she began to become really popular. So she needed like an actual building, and then she made her like actual spa, and that was called the Bliss Spa, and that was in Soho in July of 1996. So where are these sold now? I actually got this one from Target, so this is my first time using it, meaning it's my only product from them. But yeah, I bought this at Target. You can also find them in Ulta, CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, anything like that, and also Urban Outfitters, which is kind of cool. So when shopping for your clothes, go pick up some cutely packaged skincare. They also have like the actual spas are still around. However, nowhere near we are. There's 2 in New York. There's the original location, and then there's one in New York, and then one in Massachusetts, DC, and Hong Kong. So, let's look at the history from a neo-Marxist and feminist perspective. Or to put it in simpler terms, who ought to be and who ought not to be empowered. I got from the textbook. So I guess what I noticed was that the company kind of empowered women but oppressed men. And it's not really a makeup company, it's more of a skincare company, and I know some guys use it because I know Skincare by Hiram. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of him, but he knows his stuff, and he's a YouTuber, and he reviews skincare and stuff. He's a guy, and he's really into skincare, so I know there has to be other people, right? Other guys. But I think that this is like because of the majority of consumers are women, which I think also has to do with these celebrities. Oprah, Julia Roberts, J-Lo, Madonna, they all are a part of her clientele. I don't know if they like buy her products from like Target, but I know that they go to her spas and stuff. So I think that's where that thing kind of comes from. And I also think that the company empowers feminine women and not feminine women, if that makes sense, which I'll get to in a sec when I talk about the face of their company called a Bliss Girl. So who holds the power and why? I definitely think the women do. Like I just said, they are the majority of the company's consumers, so that's their intended audience. So they're going to make products and packaging that is going to draw in women, and there you go. So let's talk about the goals a little bit, and then we'll talk about that Bliss Girl, like I just mentioned a few seconds ago. So their original goal of creating the company was to recreate the spa experience in the comforts of your own home, which I think that's really cool and really helpful, because people can't afford a spas on a daily basis unless you are J-Lo, so, and I'm not J-Lo, and so it's hard, it's rough. Anyway, so I think it's kind of like morphed into this idea of making affordable skincare, while still having that whole spa feel, I think over the years it's kind of turned into more like their current slogan is "We are clean," so it's kind of turned into more of an eco-friendly and vegan environment. Like it says here, it's cruelty-free. I don't even know if you can read that, but it's cruelty-free, and what else is it? It's paraben free, so it's free of a lot of toxic ingredients, which I think is really cool, and I think that's kind of like their selling point now. So I think it's kind of morphed into like, oh, like the first of its kind, like spa ingredients at home, like whoa, to like, whoa, spa ingredients at home, but make them vegan. So it's kind of like morphed into that. Anyway, so if we talk about the narrative perspective of like so basically what is the company trying to, like, what's the story they're trying to tell? Well, let's see. So, the Bliss girl, right? She's marketed as this playful, youthful, and lively girl. She's always dressed in a signature white towel, and Bliss softening socks. I'm not sure what those are. That must be like a product that they own. And then glamour gloves. So if you just think about like those glamorous gloves, just, you know, the whole package. And I think this has to do with the whole feminine thing that I was talking about earlier. You can actually look up a picture of her, and I even had to like look it up. Like it's actually like that's actually their logo. I thought it was just a cartoon that someone created, but it is a logo, like their actual logo. But yeah, if you look at her, it's this cartoon white woman. I don't know if that has to do with anything. I mean, she is white, and yeah. I guess so. I guess you could say there's a lack of representation of people of color as well. But yeah, if you look her up, she has like these long lashes and gloves and everything, and she is very feminine, and that is how it's depicted. And I think the story that they're trying to tell could be that of the founder. Like just like how I see it is, if this Bliss girl came to life, she'd be a successful entrepreneur in New York, like the founder of the company, Marcia, like I just said. And like if you use these products, like you're gonna be beautiful and more confident and whatever, which like I guess in turn can be true, because I feel like if you have better skin and stuff, like you're gonna feel more confident, right? But yeah, so let's move on to the appeals. So I think the company definitely empowers women. I don't know if that was originally the whole point of the company when Marcia like started it, but I think that's definitely what it's kind of turned into. I think it makes people feel beautiful. Like for example, I don't know what your guys' shaving routine is, but ladies or gentlemen, if you use an exfoliant, great. If you don't, do it. It's such a good like addition to your routine. It's really honestly makes a difference, and it makes your legs just so much more smooth. There's less razor bumps and like whatnot. And this one's really good. So basically what I'm trying to say is I feel really beautiful, and it's not even that I do it to like for other people. It's just kind of like I guess a good way of putting it is I feel clean, which is their slogan, that we are clean, which I think more refers to their ingredients, but I think it can refer to how it makes you feel, because it makes me feel clean. I just hate having hairy legs, and my legs are nice and smooth. Even in the winter, I feel like lighter and just like airy. I don't even know if that makes sense, but I just feel beautiful, and I think at the end of the day, that's what matters. And at the end of the day, the idea of feeling beautiful will sell. So, we look at this appeal to through the symbolic convergence perspective. Or in other words, why should your video audience catch on to the message that they're trying to send? Well, if you think about it, the celebrities that endorse this company or go to her spas and are part of her clientele and stuff, they're not just going to put anything on their face. You know, J-Lo has like an insured butt, you know, like it's literally insured. It has insurance is what I'm trying to say, right? And so I think that appeals to people because, you know, they're like pop culture icons, and like how I said earlier, like their fans or just people in general are gonna be like, oh, if J-Lo does this, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So I think it really puts them on the market and stuff. So kind of gives them more credibility, I guess, because, you know, like I said, they aren't gonna put garbage on their face. So it, you know, obviously these products are probably good. They're probably not as good as the ones in the spa, let's be honest, but they're probably still pretty good for, this was $12. And yeah, so anyway. I also think that, I mean, within that, like the whole idea of like this fandom doing what their idol does, creates a sense of community. Just the fact that this company is PETA approved, their products are PETA approved, their products are vegan. I mean, that's a huge community, especially nowadays. And I think that gives people, it forms that sense of community, and it gives consumers, it makes them feel like they're supporting a bigger cause than just, you know, using face wash or whatnot, or shaving their legs. It's like, they're using products that, you know, don't add to environmental problems, I guess, if that makes sense. So, and then they can also shave their legs at the same time while making the world a better place. So, I think this gives them a place to be with like-minded people, and yeah, I think people like that. I think, you know, they like feeling like they're included in a place that where people share the same ideas, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. So, yeah. I also wanted to briefly talk about, just a quick review for like actually if you want to use it. It's not abrasive, and that is true. And it's like, okay, that was a lot. That was too much. And normally you would put this on damp skin, and I just put way too much. But I don't know if you can see that, but it's like really nice. It's not like it doesn't have those beads that just rip your skin apart. I feel like you could honestly use this on your face. I think you can. I think that's honestly what I like to use it on my legs. But I think it's honestly used for your face, and I just realized that. But anyway, so this will probably not last long on my legs, but if you're using it for your face, also has a really nice rose smell. So there's that. Also that kind of adds on to the whole feminine. Rose is a very feminine smell. I don't know if guys like to smell rosy. I'm sure some do. There's no harm in it. And there's no shame, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, and then it kind of just like, but like, it just like takes the dead skin off. And I don't have anywhere to wipe this, so I'm gonna go and wash my hands off. But thank you guys so much for watching my kind of like little review and talk about the whole company. I really like it. I haven't been using it for like even a month, but so far I love it, and that doesn't happen with a lot of products like this. Like mascara and stuff, I'm very picky over, so anything like this, I'm pretty picky, and I really like this company. Well, so go and give it a try, and yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and see you later.